Hi guys, today this video is going to be about DIY homemade crib rail protectors. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, then come on into Natalie's nursery. So this purple piece of fleece here that wraps around the three sides of the crib are my crib rail protectors. Basically what they are made to do is when the baby's in the crib, here baby, it prevents them, you want to stand up here? Stand up here. She says maybe not. Well, it prevents them from chewing these rails here. And I think that is really important because nowadays it is so popular for cribs to be convertible. So, you know, this crib is going to turn into the head rail and foot rail, the headboard and footboard, excuse me. You want to get out now of her big girl bed, which will be a full size. And so, hey, it's okay. You want to play with this? Yeah. So, you know, who wants this crib in the future to, you know, when it's a bed, to have these baby chew marks all over it? I mean, people invest a lot of money in these types of cribs, so I think it's really important to protect them. So let's just get into explaining how I made these. Now, I wish I would have done a video while I was doing it, but I just recently started my channel, so I will actually link down below the link that I followed that was a blog of a girl, and she explained how to make these, but I just kind of wanted to give you a visual of what they look like before I explained it. So this is what it looks like when it's finished, and it's actually really simple to do. I don't know how to sew. I don't even own a sewing machine, so it's basically just a cut and tie design, and I felt comfortable doing it because I actually made a blanket from fleece the exact same way almost in college, and my friend showed me how to do it, and the fabric is very forgiving and it turned out great. And I was like, you know what, I have kind of experience doing this, I'm going to take a stab at it. Plus it wasn't that expensive, so that's another plus. I was like, well, if I mess up, I guess I didn't waste that much money. Before I began, you know, thinking about making my own, I did do some research as to ones that I could purchase. You know, they make the plastic kind that fit on there. I saw another kind of squishy kind. I just didn't read good reviews about them. I read that, you know, the kid takes them off and, you know, they chew up the squishy kind or whatever, and I just didn't want that to happen, and I didn't want to waste money that way. So I figured, why don't I just try this, and if it doesn't work, then, you know, I can use the fabric for something else. So basically all you do is you go to the fabric store. I went to Joann's Fabrics. You could probably go to Michael's or AC Moore or wherever, and I picked up just 1 yard of fabric, and that was plenty, and I think it cost nowhere more than $10. And so you measure, let's say for the first piece right here, this is the piece that I did first, you just measure the length of the crib, and that's the length of the piece that you're going to cut. And the width, the girl on the blog told me 10 inches for the width, which was not enough for me, and luckily I had enough left over to fix it. Probably because her crib was maybe this wide. But, you know, nowadays they're fancier. So, I mean, sometimes they even go down even farther. So, what I would say is to just go ahead and measure instead. Measure the length here. Let's say this is 5 inches. And I would give another probably 3 inches or so, because what you're going to be doing is tying them. So, you need another few inches there. So, actually mine was probably 13 inches long. So, well, just on the front piece here, on the side piece, it's a little shorter. So again, every crib is different. So I would just go ahead and measure and then add like 3 inches. And you see where I tied these? They're really, really small. Like I even trimmed them. And that's just the look that I wanted. If you want longer pieces, then just don't trim them. So that's up to you. So basically you just cut the length and then measure, you know, the width of what you think, and then add 3 inches is my suggestion. Drape it over the crib. So you're just going to have like a blanket kind of laid over, and then you're just going to cut. So you're going to cut here, 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 just wherever you see the bar, go ahead and cut. And when you get done cutting, then what you're going to do is you're going to have these pieces that are hanging, okay? And you'll even have a piece here. Here, 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 you're going to have these pieces. So then you're going to take those pieces and you're going to tie them together. Tie together. You're going to skip every other one where you're tying. And the reason why is because obviously you don't want to knot right here. That would look kind of silly. And I'm not going to actually show you. Here we go. No! There's the every other one that I'm talking about, where you're tying and then not tying. And then this extra piece, I didn't even cut it off because I think it looked kind of unfinished. I just tucked it under. And it just leaves that nice... No, I think it looks nice. That nice, clean finish. So, and then I did this side with the same. And actually I had to tie it back here like that. And then I had to overlap this one. So, I mean, it didn't take that long at all. It was very inexpensive. And it's definitely protected her crib. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope that it was helpful. And if you have any other questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And again, I'm going to leave that link for you to the blog that has, if you're for a more, you know, laid out step-by-step, if you're a more visual learner. So, all right, well, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.